doing things and stuff.
Thank you for joining us with Velkyn Weave, where we take a look at a interesting group of adventurers and their exploits throughout the Forgotten Realms. Right now, let's introduce the adventurers to you. We'll start with Quentin.
Good evening. I'm playing Quentin, a half-elf rogue, but loyal to the party.
Boop.
Hello, I'm Tom, playing Boop Whizbang, the adorable yet ancient forest gnome wizard.
Kala.
My name is Alexis, and I am playing Kala, a half-orc barbarian who now has a dagger.
Rinyan.
I'm Jeff. I'm playing Rinyan, the human paladin of Sylvanus. A little disgruntled, but pushing through.
Eldon.
Hi, I'm Corey. I'm playing Eldon Goodfield. He's a halfling druid.
Dolores.
Hi, Michelle. I'm playing Dolaris, human cleric of Timora, who has not blessed my dice, probably.
Again.
Proper rituals weren't conducted.
I ran out of chocolate.
Not enough sacrifice.
And I am Cecil. I am the guide to the Forgotten Realms for the Velkyn Weave. Last week, we left our adventurers after they had just concluded an encounter with some nasty thing and a bunch of little halfling skeletons. They had proceeded down a rather steep tunnel that had been dug out of the ground, and they found an intersection to what was obviously much more of a long-term tunnel that stretched off to the right and to the left, vaguely. And at this point, that is where we pick back up.
Cecil, are any of the halfling skeletons still scattered about, or have they all run off?
Well, apparently there was this very radiant burst that frightened them all away.
Okay.
You do not expect them to be back anytime soon.
Stay out.
Did I get a fair look at any of them? The little halfling skeletons, the wee skeletons?
Yes, you did. In fact, two of them looked distinctly different than the other ones. You can only conclude that they were gnomish.
Interesting. All right.
They weren't all, in fact, halfling skeletons.
Correct.
Were you thinking you were gonna know some of them, Eldon?
The thought crossed my mind.
Is it your papa?
Can you see through the flesh and look at the
probably not
skeleton?
But I was just wondering if they were still clothed at all, or they were just bare bones.
They had scrap clothing. It's obviously been through a lot. It does not look like it's been changed in probably 6 to 8 months. So there's not a whole lot of it left there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So what does our situation look like right now?
I think some of us took some damage last time from the necrotic energy that was bursting about.
Yeah, I got some damage.
Yep.
Same here.
A little bit, but I'm...
Who else is down, and by how much?
I'm at half health. I mean, I'm hurt.
I am quite injured, but
I'm at like
mobile.
98%.
So that doesn't quite sound like that can justify my group heal.
Yeah.
Just
let Bope take a nap. We'll drag him along.
Yeah, okay. Can you give me some numbers, Bope? Like
I'm good. Let's keep going. And I activate my ring. And my skin gets very tough and rough looking.
Okay, he's fine. But Renian, you
those wrinkles got real bad, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Just even the sap goes through.
I'm injured, but I'm not.
Oh, you said you were
hurt.
Pretty injured.
Yeah,
like I heard.
So it's like almost half.
Okay, well that's significant because you actually have a large health pool. You take 8 health back.
I'm 13 or 23.
You're 13 years old?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I said.
I'm gonna hold off on you a little bit, if that's all right.
I'll take care of him.
So right now we are in an intersection.
He's at 13 and 23.
Correct. Essentially, it's a T intersection.
Okay.
Behind you, it's a very steep climb up. However, if I remember correctly, you do have some ropes.
Yep, sure do.
So we're in
you
the
take 8
like
back as well.
So we're in this part.
Correct. You came from that part.
Okay. So that was an incline. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
We can go left or right. What does the left side look like? Which side did the skeletons come from?
They seem to have been gathered right there at the intersection.
Okay,
Yes.
so if I go and turn left.
However, it looks like, judging by what you find on the ground, it looks like they came from the right.
Okay, so they came. So if I move forward, look to the left, what do I see?
To the left, it kind of weaves a little bit off that direction and then disappears into the darkness.
Okay.
The darkness.
I attack the darkness.
That
Were
is
you
a
born
classic.
in it?
But you have to have magic missile to do so.
Okay. So the skeletons came from the right. Do we want to block off the left side a little bit so that we check out the right first? Or which direction you guys would like to go in first?
Part of this mission is to remove what is causing this. So going the direction that they came from would probably be a good route to take.
Okay.
Obviously wanted to explore first.
Cool.
We are known for our exploration.
Yeah. Q, do you want to put down those things that you put down?
Yeah, throws down some caltrops and some string and a basic trap so as to make some noise if anything comes from the direction we're not going.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my dancing lights a little bit behind the party so I can bring them up if we need them. But if someone wants to be sneaky up front, we have that option.
I can do that. Do I have sneaky?
Okay. How far back behind the party?
20 feet. And they only give
I do not have
sneakiness.
Feet, I think. Quentin, do you want to?
Yeah, I understand that they don't give off a whole lot of light for you guys. However, someone's attention will probably be drawn to the light first.
That's true. How about 60 feet?
That's fine. 20 or 60 is fine.
We'll do 60 feet behind Bope, and Bope is not in the front. So
yeah.
So, we're going to need a second light source then.
Why?
Because we can't see in the dark.
Yeah, but if one of us is scouting, like, let's say 15 feet ahead, and I am in the front of the actual party, like, we should be good for a bit until something, like, comes out.
There's just about half of us are going to be just kind of walking with a cane, poking about.
Well, if it's... So, okay. So if the lights are 60 feet back and 60 feet back behind Bope, right?
Yeah.
And Bope would be, like, what, fourth? Why don't you make it, like, 40 feet? So, like, at least the dim light hits you guys a little bit.
I mean, they only go 10 feet.
The light
I thought they were torchlight, like 30 feet.
They're dim.
Okay. Well, why don't you put it just like on you then?
I mean, we have two options. Either we can try to be stealthy or we can not.
See.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if Quentin goes up ahead, like, to a scout, since he's our scout, and can see in the dark and everything, and I'm in the front with dark vision, so I can see what is it, 60 feet ahead?
Probably.
Then we should be good if anything is coming up in front of us.
Decent, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Does that sound good to everyone, or?
Good enough. I don't think there's any perfect solution here. We just got to give it a try.
Yeah.
Rennie, do you want to be right behind me so that if anything pops up in front of me, you're right there?
Sure.
Or do you want to be in the back?
And
be on that side. Since the light will be back there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Probably better. And if the light does draw any attention, I can get on it first.
Okay, so in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got Quentin, me.
I'll be in the middle.
Okay.
I'll be right
Eldon?
behind Doliris.
Doliris, Eldon, Renyon. Okay, cool.
So Renyon's at the back?
Yep.
Okay. Now the passageway is wide enough for you to go 2, and in some places 3 people abreast. Quentin, how much further out in front are you?
Probably 30 feet in front of Kala.
Okay.
And I'm still under the blessing of
More.
Tamora.
Yep.
Technically, would all of us be, since we're within certain feet of you?
No, it's only for one person. The thing you're thinking
okay.
of is a spell, and I did not cast that.
Okay. Oh, right. The other one's the thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
All right. And are we going to be moving it at half speed then, so as to gain the benefit of as much stealth as we can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, in
Cecil,
that
you-
case, Quentin, may I have a roll from you?
There's no reason to be in a hurry.
Yep, we're not in a rush.
I've got a 19.
Okay, the passage off to the right continues on for quite a while. You get the impression that it is going slightly downward and angled off to the right. And judging, just given a quick swag off of your survival skill, figure that you're dropping lower and lower underneath the main town.
Does this still look like sewer system?
Oh no. You are certainly out of a sewer system at this point.
Gotcha.
The tunnel looks almost natural.
All right. We in the upper underdark?
Upper dark, if you will.
You might call it an upper dark.
All right,
Quentin.
well, yes.
Up ahead, you hear the sound of metal striking stone and dirt.
Okay, I will move up ahead a little bit further then to see if I can see anything.
Okay. And your vision is 60 feet?
Correct.
You see 2 more of those creatures that you saw before, this time with about a dozen skeletons. The skeletons are busy digging.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to hustle back to the party and give the stop and share that with them quietly.
I knew I should have held off on my turn.
Like the big creatures or a couple of smaller ones?
Yeah, to clarify, the things that were throwing out the necrotic energy on us?
Correct. Believe you called them Bulazao.
That's the feeling it makes in your head when it hits you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I was hit by that.
Look
So-
at you.
So a little bit of a upgrade here. One of them, or 2 of them, and what, a dozen skeletons?
Correct.
And they seem to be after something. They're all armed with metal by the
Digging?
sound of their work. Digging. Excavating something.
Foul.
And they were digging off to the right.
So from when I went back to the party, how many tens of feet ahead? Like 120?
Yeah, I'd say roughly about 120 feet.
So that's where we're at, ladies and gnomes.
Okay.
We could try and go around, but danger.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Don't
seem
really
like
want
it.
them behind me and in front of me.
It's all within one tunnel, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And when we were coming down, there wasn't any like side tunnels. It was pretty much the
Straight
one
shot.
tunnel.
And then whatever they're trying to find is probably critical to stopping them as well.
We must foil evil plan.
Could we
Who
lure
can-
some of them away with an illusion or a sound?
Maybe. Who can see in the dark?
I can.
Quentin raises his hand.
I can't see you raise your hand.
Okay. So it's only 3 of us.
Even split.
Yeah.
I think. How many of you are raising your hand? Just like feel around. Just
Put my hand on your head.
That's my face.
Oh.
barely.
That's not my face.
Mm.
Quick inventory. What do we have for area of effect attacks?
Area
Nothing.
of effect? Me? I don't know.
Spells.
I wish.
I can.
I was thinking
Burning
maybe
hands.
to the people that can see and that don't die easily. Rush at them, surprise it, sneak, and then attack them once we're right there. And once that happens, you can light them up.
I may be able to light a bunch of them up with some fairy lights.
That
Make them
too,
really
because
stand out.
we could see that. And we wouldn't need lights.
What about that thunder wave?
Got that prepared too.
That was quite effective with the
That
kobolds.
was.
Well,
I could do the cone of fire at the same time. We could try to get both. I don't know how much space 12 skeletons. take
Fire
up.
wave.
Go in with an alpha strike. If that doesn't work, run out.
Yep. Fire wave, and then I run at them.
while the rest of us retreat. Colin, that's so noble of you. Wow.
Okay, here's one problem with that. I would have to get really, really close, and then I would die.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, we don't
so
want that.
you go right next to me, do that, and then go right behind me.
No, we just put Bope on your back like a little gnome backpack, and he can like fire over your shoulders.
Does that work?
Master
You could just turn
Blaster.
You
around.
want me to find out?
Oh my god, Master Blaster.
Who run Bata Town?
Yeah, I might need a heal if we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we better be careful. Let's just save your fire wave for just in case.
And these are the guys that I took this damage just from getting close to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then don't get close to them. Instead, fairy fire seems like a good idea, and
Yep.
then I run at them.
That'll make y'all hacking and slashing a lot easier, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. And you're aiming better too.
Indeed. But I can't see them.
But you know how far ahead they are.
Do I?
Yeah, 100.
mean-
What did you say, Quentin?
Quentin, if you want to take me up there and give me a tap on the shoulder, I could probably do it.
Sure. Give it the old.
Aim that way. Max range.
I mean, we are in a tunnel. There is only one direction.
That's it. I mean, I suppose so.
I'm sorry. Do we get an idea how much space there is? Like if we were to hypothetically go around them, or is there like
Stretch my
is it
hands out.
narrow?
Do I hit the walls?
Did it open up
Oh.
down here at all?
Quentin, you know that if everybody hugged the wall on the left-hand side over here and just walked right along the wall, you could get by them. However, you're not sure
It would melt.
if everyone would be undetected.
And hypothetically, we might get hit by the necrotic aura, right?
And Quentin knows or believes that he wasn't detected when he went up there and saw them.
Well, they haven't run at us yet.
So we could try and thread the needle between them and the wall. Go through
I
the
don't
eye.
like leaving enemies behind.
I don't
If
like
we
the
have to
sound
retreat
of
from
that.
something else, then we're going to run into these guys, and it's going to be a bad.
Yeah, I don't want to have them in front and behind us.
I reach out like to tap on Renion's armor, and I stop myself thinking about it real quick. Not everyone's that quiet, moving around, shuffling.
So it seems like going around them.
We're
is not the
all
best
whispering
idea.
right now.
Yes. Putting in our two
This is my
area of
stage
effect
whisper.
people is both deeply flawed. Seems like we should just go straight forward, try to sneak up, but strong people in the front and money in the back.
What about, like we said earlier, what about some type of distraction?
Yeah, line of caltrops, try and draw some off, and
Right, yeah.
ready an attack to
Maybe some
Could
take
do,
out
oil
whoever
like-
slicks you
comes.
can set on fire, because I believe fire works very
Online?
well against skeletons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Line of caltrops like 20 feet in front. Let
Does that
them
do anything
slowly
to-
come towards us.
Skeletons?
Fire?
Should I walk on them?
Caltrops.
Oh.
We're moving fast enough.
That was not in any of my sacred texts.
I don't know
I mean,
anything about skeletons. I didn't even know
They
they
got
were
feet.
smart.
They have feet
They're not
bones.
smart. Don't worry about that.
They're digging for something.
It's not
That's
them
smart
doing
enough
it,
to
though.
have, like, you know.
It's Puppet and Puppet Masters. Puppet's not smart.
I got a ton of ball bearings too, so
So it
That'd
sounds
be
like we're
funny.
maybe try to draw some out, so at least we don't have to fight all of them at once. I like that plan. So set up some words.
ambush.
Caltrop.
Caltrops, ball bearings, what have you.
Caltrop,
Go crazy
me,
with your rogue stuff.
caltrops.
And then I can do like a thaumaturgy to do ghost sound and draw them toward us.
Yeah.
I can make an illusory sound as well. So we
Yeah,
have options.
whichever. Yeah.
I can stream really loud. Okay,
If we're gonna
so
draw them towards us. Might as well just holler.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to rogue this up real good then.
Rogue it
So,
up.
caltrops and some carefully laid ball bearings, with the idea that they'll be drawn to us. So, is there some point where the tunnel is 10 or 15 across?
Yeah, if you're looking for the narrowest point, you could set up about a 10-foot wide area.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, and then concentrate there. Do a double width section, so 10 deep, so like 4 squares of caltrops, and then
Okay.
place some ball bearings in there that'll fit the same space.
I can make if we have thaumaturgy and vocal cords. I can use my illusion to make a stone that you could hide behind, Quentin, so you could be hidden from the get-go, no matter where you want to be.
Yeah, I love it. Synergy. It's all coming
I also
together.
have a hunting trap.
More the merrier.
Yeah, put that right next to the caltrops.
Okay.
Get hurt.
Give that to Quentin.
I hear sometimes you put peanut butter in the middle. Does that work?
Not for skeletons.
Only if you're really hungry.
Ooh, I am kind of hungry.
Have a carrot.
I'll put a sock in the trap.
There's too
Great
loud to
idea.
eat down here.
Crack.
Yeah.
Echo. The trap is set. Hurry.
Okay,
And
so
I will be, I guess if we do that, I'll be like 5. No, should I be right there? Or
Yeah, you can
like
be
how
let-
far up?
you
Or
could be
how
in
far?
you could be in the caltrops in the line closest to us, because when you step out of it, you'd be fine.
Okay.
But then they're drawn to you.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Then I can hit as many as try to come past me.
All right, so you need any rolls from me here, or
Well, I understand you have your 4 squares of caltrops. You've got your hunting trap. You've got ball bearings.
And I
And
just do
then-
some oil slicks too.
And then you guys are set up right behind all of the slowdown stuff there.
Yep.
Okay.
So wherever Quentin wants to be, I would provide an illusory stone that he could be hiding in, I
Okay.
guess. And then Bope would be behind everyone.
Got it. How are you drawing them towards you? And in other words, you were mentioning making some noise.
Mhm.
I'm pretty good with sounds and
Yeehaw.
stuff. I can make the sound of a injured human.
Caw.
What?
Like something moaning in pain.
I don't think you have too many birds down here in the.
Are they
They
gonna
don't
know better?
know.
They're skeletons.
You wouldn't want to meet an under raven there.
That's a thing.
The fabled deep crow. Better watch out.
Indeed.
Sounds horrible.
A cousin of the
gamey.
snipe.
Exactly.
Well, seeing as how we are actually preparing to fight skeletons this time, you see Rinian finally pull out the warhammer that's been sitting on his hip unused for.
You have a warhammer.
What does it look like?
Big hammer?
It looks like a dwarvish warhammer, like exactly like a dwarvish.
Thank you. That's beautiful. I'm speechless.
The description. Mwah.
Big old flat end and kind of a pick on the other side.
Oh,
Don't think that's
What
a
makes it
warhammer.
dwarven? Does it have like runes or?
It's got a beard.
Okay, there we go.
Chiseled into it, it's a
Well,
it's
when you
aesthetically
get hit by
pleasing.
the flat part, it has like eyes and like a little mouth and a little beard. And
Okay,
he has to
then
wash
go
it
ahead
in
and
your-
like the Phantom's ring.
let's go ahead and roll for initiative since
Okay.
you're pulling them towards you.
That is.
Checks out. Checks out.
Rolled much better this time. 'Cause last time I was failing hard.
I didn't.
Rolled really well, but I'm not luring them, so I'll probably end up going last.
Ready
Okay.
cantrip, right?
Quentin,
Yeah.
initiative.
11.
Whoa.
Kala,
Oh, 21.
Delirious,
Also 11.
I'm going to assume you're the slow 11.
Maybe.
Compared to Quentin, probably.
22.
Ooh.
I ate my Wheaties this morning.
Wow.
So
You
those
sure
carrots,
did.
Eldon,
A 5.
Straight adrenaline shot.
and Rinian.
7.
Oh no.
I literally get twice as many. My number's twice as high as any of yours.
Shut up.
Except Kala.
And 3 times Renyan's.
Oh, what was
Okay.
Kala's?
It's like
21.
21.
Now, I'm also assuming that everyone is kind of hiding and
Indeed.
being quiet. There.
Except for the
Yeah,
Southerners.
not hiding so much, but definitely being quiet.
Okay, so go ahead and
What'd you say, Delirious?
Nothing.
give me a stealth roll as well. We'll start
Everyone?
with Bope.
That is good.
It's going to be fine.
I got a natural 20.
Woohoo!
You really did eat your Wheaties.
You're dead.
Yeah, that's 23.
So stealthy,
Kala.
we think he stopped breathing.
10. Solid.
Quentin,
18.
Delirious,
16.
Rinian.
19 with disadvantage.
Woohoo!
Well done.
Nice.
Eldon.
14.
Man, you guys rolled when it counts.
You say that. Hold your tongue.
I'm sorry. That was a mistake.
Find some wood, start knocking. That counts. All right.
It's a U wand.
Nice.
No, it's
Oh
a V
no,
wand.
my hand.
Got my wood dice.
Me do
No.
a quick check here. I need a. Tell me real quick what your caltrops do.
So the caltrops, a creature entering the area must succeed on a DC 15 Dex save or stop moving and take 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then their speed would be reduced by 10. A creature that moves through at half speed does not need to make the save.
So on tippy toes, basically.
I start shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Every day, every day.
I don't actually know that song.
Because you were raised in a convent. It's okay.
Okay, well, it seems like your antics with the injured human sound has drawn the attention of one of the large creatures, and he is approaching and stops as he looks and sees the caltrops.
And me?
Has not seemed to take any action against you yet.
Okay.
He's looking at the caltrops, and he seems to be thinking.
Oh no!
So,
Dangerous
Bo, what are
pastime.
you doing?
I am going. I'm gonna throw a dagger at it to get its attention.
Hope. Oh,
Hey.
Okay.
you're going to try to take surprise from the surprise round.
No.
No? Okay, Boop, what are you doing?
Okay, sorry. Where is Kala standing?
Right.
Like
In
10 feet
front
away.
of just about everyone in the party, about 10, 15 feet away from the creature.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ready an action to use the Lich Slap if they enter the caltrops.
Kala, what are you doing?
Okay. Now I'm throwing a dagger
Okay,
at the skeleton that stopped.
no skeleton.
Yeah,
This
oh.
is,
The blah blah blah.
yeah,
Okay.
it's one of your blah blah blahs with the serrated tail.
Okay. Then I will throw a dagger at the blah blah blah. Where are my daggers? Oh no, where are my daggers?
You always have daggers.
I know. I equipped so many of them. I don't know where they went.
It's a 1d4 plus your dex,
Bless you.
because that's what I
Child.
use.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw one at, and that is a.
You can throw it 20 feet, and then it's a backslash and then 60. I don't know what it
Cool.
means.
15.
You hit it?
Okay. So you said that's a 1d4. So that's 2 plus 2. That is 4 points.
You can
Quentin.
use your strength if it's higher.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 5 points.
There you go.
My strength is not higher, so.
Thank you.
Do you get to do your thing, your ability?
No, I haven't raged.
Yet.
Quentin.
I will light crossbow to try and draw it in.
Okay.
Is a 21 to hit
Oh, yeah.
for 14 piercing damage.
Okay. Does that include your sneak attack?
Sadly, yes.
Dolores.
They are coming, right? Or
It had stopped initially out beyond the caltrops. It noticed the caltrops on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kala threw a dagger at it, and Quentin just shot it with a crossbow. Bope looks like he's preparing a spell and ready to cast it.
Okay. The rage of Timora burns you.
Okay.
Dex save 13, please.
The flame flies
Flicks
by
it.
it.
Oh, too flexible. Okay.
Yeah.
Renyon.
I just imagine Yoshi every time.
So the stuff has moved in yet? Or are we still?
I think it's still waiting on the other side of the caltrops.
It had approached the caltrops. It was looking at the caltrops,
looking
around. Then it got hit by a dagger, struck by a quarrel. It dodged the flame. And then you are also doing something simultaneously with the others if you want to.
Oh, okay, this is a surprise round.
Yeah, I think we're trying to convince it not to think.
So we are all doing this at the same time. Got it.
I pass without, because I got nothing without having to move up.
Throw your hammer. Throw a hammer? You
Only
can throw a
the
hand
Mjolnir.
axe if
I
you
don't
have
think
one.
I don't think you can throw hammers.
We can throw a hand axe if you have one.
So we
Yeah,
can throw
but
a
I
hammer.
had the hammer in my hand though. I'd have to.
Is that a
Zelda.
two-handed weapon?
That's.
I'm gonna go ahead and
That's not the
cast Shillelagh, but I'm gonna wait. I don't want to pop
Okay.
fairy fire until there's more targets.
Okay, so Shillelagh is up and working.
At higher level
Ooh, on your rose thing?
on my rose staff.
That's so
Okay.
cool.
Oh, still waiting until it moves forward.
No, I will release the lich slap.
Okay.
Nope, that is only a 12 to hit.
What is that spell
Does
actually
not-
called?
Does not quite get it.
Chill
Okay.
touch?
Yeah, chill touch.
Kala.
Oh, cool.
It
So-
does seem to have been surprised by the sudden aggression.
But it hasn't moved at all.
Now, keep in mind, you guys did react very quickly.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my half speed, I guess, to move through the caltrops.
Okay. You're up there with it.
And I'm going to smash its head
Okay.
with my battle axe.
Okay. I do need a constitution save from you as well.
Okay. What's my constitution?
Don't say it.
I mean, it's high,
Say
right?
it. Ooh, what have we
18.
said about this?
Huh? You just see me. It's 18.
You're good. And you're up there
Cool.
trying to getting ready to strike it.
And that's 17 to hit.
Okay.
And that is a 1d8. And that is a 4 plus 3 is 7 points of slashing damage. And then I am going to hit it with my other hand,
Yes.
offhand.
Punish him.
Doing that, and that is a 14 to hit.
That's what you needed.
Cool. And that's just a 1d6. So that is another 5 points of slashing damage.
It bellows in pain. Quentin.
Yeah, I bellow back. Ah.
It's like, ah.
I will pop back up from behind Bope's illusion and try to crossbow it again.
Okay.
They're just like, why is this rock shooting at us?
Let's see, 22 to hit.
Definitely hit.
10, 14, for 17 piercing damage,
All
including
right.
sneak attack.
Nice.
There's the dice.
Dolores.
The rage of Timor burns you, I hope.
You got this.
I hope so.
Nope. What do you need? 15?
12. 13, I'm sorry. 13.
Okay, he made it then.
Tomorrow I can't hear you down here.
I guess not.
Minion.
Having seen Kala
Kala just moved forward through the caltrops.
yes, I too shall move carefully through to engage the beast.
If you
Okay.
move to them, they can't move to us. And
I need a constitution save from you.
23.
Okay, you shrug off the
Or not 23.
soul draining aura around it.
21, sorry, but close enough.
We're doing it right, you guys.
This time.
All that matters is
Every
the time
time.
we're in.
And then I will bring my
That's
mighty
true.
warhammer down upon him.
Whee!
meow meow.
Getting a 21 to hit.
Definitely hit.
For let's see, this is less. 3 for 9 bludgeoning.
Woohoo.
Eldon.
Okay, he's up there. He hasn't moved up. No other sign of any skellies or another big one coming yet?
Not yet.
Well, I'm just gonna hold then. I got nothing to throw at it right now, so yeah, we're just gonna hold tight. Pass.
Hard pass.
You really glare at that thing. I mean, you're just
Like,
daggers.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Rinian, Kala, you're right there with it. It takes a look at Rinian. Then
Mhm.
shifts its gaze over to Kala.
I
Seems
enter.
to make the assessment that Kala is easier to hit.
I mean, it's probably true.
Rude.
Disadvantage on first attack, please.
No, let it try hitting me. If I knew what you were doing, is what I would say.
If I
I'm
knew what you were
dumb.
doing.
It missed.
Yay. Ah.
However,
Oh no.
the noise that it made has drawn the other one up. The other one arrives.
How big is it? Is it like a large creature?
I would say it's roughly about 7.5 feet tall.
I meant like how
it's-
many
It's
squares is he taking out?
No, it's a man-sized creature. Just-
It's like
A
facing.
tall. It's a
like
little bit taller
facing
than Kala.
Nemesis. It's like facing a nemesis.
A little bit taller than Kala, and that tail that just kind of whips back and forth. Missed Kala, but it was scary looking otherwise. The other one that just arrived lines up to fight against Rinian. However, it does not take a strike at this time. Oh,
All right, another chilling touch.
Yee.
Even worse.
Oh no.
11 to hit. Yeah.
Wow.
Kala.
Mariana.
Yay. I am going to move 5 feet back slowly, like a
Okay.
half speed or whatever it is. So I guess it has an opportunity attack.
Okay, so
Wait,
you
no,
are-
no. I'm gonna hit it first.
Okay,
That is an 18 to hit.
it falls over.
Oh, cool.
Whew.
Yay!
And then
Now
you
I'm gonna move 5 feet back.
and then you see it slowly dissolve away.
Oh, cool.
As it deserves.
This is what teamwork feels like.
Now I'm gonna move 5 feet back at half speed so that
Got
they
it.
have to like,
Yep, understood.
come closer. And I'm just gonna so that more of them hear me and come over.
Is that your best come hither look? Ah!
No, that's a different look. Look
Is
at
it
you,
though?
buddy.
Is it?
It is. It is.
I'm gonna disappear into the
Let's see your
wall now.
best come hither look. I want to
Quentin.
see it.
You need to buy me
See,
dinner for that.
Quentin is going to try and crossbow the other one. I'm not hiding, so it's just a normal attack here.
It is adjacent to Rinian.
Okay, so I
Sweet.
would get my sneak attack dice on that, but
Exactly.
not
As long as you hit.
advantage. 17 to hit.
Hits.
For 17 piercing damage.
Jesus.
And then I will use my Master of Tactician bonus action to give Renian advantage on his next attack.
Nice.
Okay.
Feel and see where you struck.
What's the range on that one?
I have to be within 30 feet.
You're there. Good
Okay.
enough. Delirious.
Holding action until I can see the next dude.
This is the second big one.
Oh, I can see him.
Yes, it is fighting Rinian at the time.
The first
Oh, I'm
First
sorry.
one is gone.
Right. No, yeah, I knew that. Okay, I didn't know the second one was here yet. Great. The rage of Tamora burns you, I hope.
Lady luck.
The confidence is just
Through the
It's
roof.
been a hard few sessions.
I think you started this session with the impression that your dice were cursed, or perhaps that the bad guy's dice were blessed.
Yeah?
You missed.
Not even surprised.
This calls for a sacrifice of gold. You need to just like
or
throw some
blood.
gold out.
Rinian,
We have to earn some gold first.
Yes. Feeling and seeing the spot
giving up my
that
staff.
Quentin's bolt took, I followed up with my own strike, attempting to hit or hammer. Basically, I'm gonna hammer that bolt further in.
Stake him.
So
Whack-a-mole.
close to it.
That's what he said.
A 25 or 24 to hit.
definitely hit.
So close.
Very nice.
For a solid 4 damage. And and then I too take a page from Kala, seeing her tactical mastery and move back behind the caltrops, enticing the beast forward.
Okay, and I forgot, but Rinian, I need a Constitution save from you.
I got an 11.
And that soul draining aura that seems to surround it sends chills through your very soul, which roughly translates to 6 hit points of damage. Necrotic.
Is there any other kind?
Eldon.
All right. I'm gonna actually. Can I make it up next to Colin Rinian?
You could certainly get up there, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That will put you in the middle of the caltrops.
That's basically what I was asking. If I can still get there slowly.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll line up there next to him with my shillelagh and my shield and get ready to lend that, and I'll ready a melee attack with my staff if it walks forward.
Okay. So essentially, you're covering Rinian and Kala's withdrawal.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it approaches, I'm gonna whack it.
You can whack it.
Are we doing phrasing?
Okay.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Okay, Eldon advances forward to you. However, Eldon, I do need a Constitution save from you.
Alrighty. It's a 12.
And that soul draining aura you feel life just slipping away from you.
It's because I took the hat off.
It's very likely it was. That was 4 points worth of life that left.
Alrighty. All right, now I'm gonna hit it with my shillelagh, and that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, nice. And that is 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
It was so taken aback by your rude shillelaghing it that it missed you.
Yeah. Just ducked underneath it.
Yep. Oh.
All right, third time's a charm. Yes, it is. I got a 18 to hit and 5 necrotic damage.
Nice. You don't think necrotic damage heals it, do you?
Only one way to find out. And I did bonus action. The dancing lights are with us. I meant to do that as soon as combat started.
Well, the dancing lights are there then. And Kala.
Okay. So they are. Let's see. Are there more coming behind? Have we seen anything yet?
You don't see anything else coming up.
Okay.
But then again, you're about 40, 50 feet back from where the skeletons were.
Okay. Wondering if I should like move back or more. I'll just wait there, and if anything else gets, yeah. Okay, what's the layout right now, basically? So we have everyone's pretty much behind.
You've got the big thing.
Yeah.
You've got Eldon.
How far away is the big thing?
Probably about if you advanced 5 feet, you could get them.
Okay, I'm not.
And then you have behind Eldon is Renyon and Kala, almost up there with Eldon. Eldon was covering your withdrawal.
I'm gonna move 5 feet further back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw another dagger at the big one.
Okay. Also give me a Constitution save.
Okay, so for the dagger throw, that's a 17. For the Constitution save, that is a ooh, 8.
That's 3 points of life that just slips away from you.
Has forsaken us.
I don't think that one can be.
No, I'm not raging anyways. So
okay.
And so that is 5 points of damage with
Got
the
it.
dagger. And that is it for me.
Okay, Quentin.
Who is currently in melee with it? Anyone?
Eldon is the one currently up there with it.
Okay, so I can still get my sneak attack.
Yes, you still may get your sneak attack in there.
Okay, I up the light crossbow, looking for a weak spot again, and am trying to hit it.
Finish it.
17 to hit.
17 to hit hits.
Nice. 18 piercing damage. Dice are on fire.
Okay, it falls and slowly dissolves.
Nice. Well done, team.
And
Eyes up, folks. We got a dozen skeletons.
We all do a jumping high five.
Having said that, I need to head out for just a second, and I will be right back.
We'll talk amongst ourselves.
This break is brought to you by Eldon Goodfield, the new tuxedo mask.
Yeah, what prompted that?
His rose staff.
So,
because you know, tuxedo mask has the rose and he throws it, and they're like, he's like, "Thank you, I think you're welcome for my help," and they're like, "But you didn't do anything."
Go on, Eldon, pose for us.
I posted in the Discord an image of Eldon.
Oh,
you guys want to pop in there and see it?
Later. But I'm looking forward.
Okay, I am back, and that should have everything set up well.
Well,
some of us are out of place, but at least the dungeon master is where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, at least you're back.
Yeah, that's really all that matters. They know who we are.
We can make our tech guys move all the nameplates around again.
Oh.
Unless it was some type of weird body swap, and now Kala is in the body of a little gnome.
Oh, that would be scary.
Scary fun.
Okay. You've got the 2 dead things that are gone now.
Yep.
You've got the caltrops. You've got the hunting trap. You've got ball bearings scattered around the floor.
Yeah. I'm going to take my shield off, my back.
Are the skeletons moving towards us?
You hear some digging.
Oh, they're still digging. Okay, cool.
All right, I'm going to pick up the
Can I borrow
caltrops
a ball bearing?
I will move forward into the larger room then.
How about we go stealth, and if we can get up close, we thunderwave them. Otherwise,
okay.
One by one.
Going down.
So just take a beat here, and pick up the caltrops.
Okay.
And the ball bearings.
And
Yeah.
And
then run in charge.
Okay. Well, as a quick assessment, you've made enough noise that the skeletons should have detected you.
They just don't care.
Or they're executing their last order.
Yeah, they may be just too dumb to.
So run in charge?
So yeah, just go and start hammering them all into little pieces.
Yeah.
Turn them into meal.
Maybe we don't need to. Kind of like the Guardian thing that we attacked that maybe we didn't need to. Let's get up and see what they're doing.
I mean, we know what they're doing. They're digging.
I'd rather take them out. Because one, I think they're going to be less trouble than the Guardian, and two, these things are a menace.
They could also be given different orders at any time.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's just walk up to them, see what they're doing. If they're still digging, we just destroy them. If they're not digging, find out what they're doing, and then just kill them anyways.
Sounds like a plan.
Can you kill them?
They're
already dead.
Are they in a line or are they clumped?
They're kind of in a gaggle, I guess is a good way to describe it.
A gaggle of skeletons.
And they're grouped off over on the right-hand side. They're digging. And from the looks of the way they're digging, it looks like they're trying to turn something into almost the same kind of intersection where you first met some.
They're trying to expand.
Is there like a pile of like their short swords nearby, or are they not armed at all and just kind of wielding shovels?
They've got shovels and picks.
Okay.
The picks look like they would be effective weapons.
Gotcha.
Even if they're not designed specifically to be a weapon.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna keep walking forward.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nope.
I'm gonna get as close as I can until I can hit them.
Okay. I'd take a step back and get better swing at them, but okay.
Yeah. Hitting distance with my
exactly.
axe.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Okay.
How many could I fit in a cone? A 15-foot cone?
I don't know if it's worth wasting a spell.
Yeah.
Depending on how this goes right here.
So I'm gonna smack one in the head with a battle axe.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take too long for you to dispatch all 12 of them.
Oh, because they don't defend themselves. They just
don't care.
They were digging.
Okay.
Cool.
This was mentioned early. Puppets.
Not even sporting.
Like fish in a barrel.
Well, undead needs to stay dead.
Like the skeletons in a tunnel.
Were these were halfling skeletons again?
Well, just like last time, you noticed that a couple of them are gnomish.
Okay.
Your impression is that
like
they did come from the Triolta Hills.
Yeah, like the denizens of the hills. That's about the demographic there.
Mm-hmm.
When we killed the other two kind of master undead, did they leave anything behind, or do they just kind of go into ectoplasm?
Those aren't undead. Those were fiends.
Oh.
Chaos creatures or something.
Well, now that they're dead, should we just keep going?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably hang back just a second and say some words.
I'll check the treasure.
I will stand 10 feet away from the digging site then and just like keep watch just in case.
I'm not doing anything super formal, just these were folk that probably lived near me at one point, so
yep, I understand.
Yeah.
The shovels and picks that they have look fairly new. But everything else about them looks like it's been there for about a year.
Gotcha.
They're digging. Does it look like they're digging in a certain pattern? Are they digging into just rubble or into actual solid packed earth? What are they?
Solid packed earth. They've gotten through a good chunk of limestone. So far, they've made it about 7 or 8 feet into the wall. That was about it.
Oh, they're digging sideways, not down.
Sideways and up.
Another intersection.
Yeah, they're attempting to break into the
Another part of the sewers, probably.
Yeah.
So with the shovel and pick here, I'm going to look for a maker's mark on one of these.
Read my mind.
See if I can identify where it came from, or at least see if there's a mark, and then go from there. Take the handle off if need be, the shaft.
They seem to have been made in trio.
Okay. I'll keep the the pick head on one of them that has a mark for proof, and we can track down who sold the stuff later.
Keeping some evidence. Smart.
Or at least try to track down the theft
source. Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's a paper trail I can follow.
Yes. Oh yes, paper trail.
It does like those.
The rich do love to keep tally of their
So I
treasure.
take it you're going to continue on through the tunnels then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Same formation as before. Well, I mean the lead.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a stealth check from me, Cecil.
At this point, yes, I'm afraid so.
Okay.
Oh no, twist his arm. He has to make a stealth check with advantage. I should knock on wood.
20.
Okay.
Okay.
And I take it same order that you had been before, Quentin,
Yes.
then
Yeah.
Kala.
Yeah. Then Delirious, Bob, Eldon, Runyon, I think, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we still talking tunnels that are kind of 10 to 15 foot wide ish?
Yes.
I'm just walking like this.
Yeah, this looks like it's made for traveling.
Okay.
Um,
Good ceiling
you-
height too, at least.
you might even say it's possibly a trade route.
Okay, one of those.
But one of the things that you notice as you come along is your left wall over here again, off to the left. You notice that there's a fissure in it, and you've got a stream of water coming out of it, and it flows down in a trough along the side of the tunnel at this point. But you've got a few rocks and boulders jutting out from the sides a little bit more than normal. Looks a little bit rougher overall, but the main route still smoothed out. You can see that there are periodic wheels that move through here, but most of the local or most recent traffic has been on foot.
Okay.
Fresh water?
Tasting it?
Smelling it
Yeah.
first.
Smelling it?
Popel
I'll
stick his
taste it.
finger in. Yeah.
Okay. It seems pretty nice.
Okay. Spring water.
Get out my cantina.
Okay.
I take out Mr. Peppers, time to fill up, and I let him kind of
Pay them.
lap some of the water out of the trough.
Aww. Can I pet Mr. Peppers?
You sure can.
Yep, now's a good time to do that in case he dies from drinking the water. A lot
Well,
of stuff's poison. down here.
Quentin! You are not allowed to speak to Mr. Peppers ever again.
I'm gonna
Full of life.
fade back into the shadows.
Yeah, you better do that. I have plans for Mr. Peppers.
That was ominous.
No. These are good plans, like contingency plans if he dies.
Mr.
Funeral
Pepper's
plans,
a puppet
okay.
now. Oh no.
You pet him with everything you got. Don't hold back.
Ooh, JD.
Do you know any good taxidermists?
Several.
I
actually.
used to.
Yeah, I do.
No.
It's actually Mr. Pepper's the 12th.
So
You
Quentin,
don't know that.
Yes.
what is your perception?
Do you want an active perception
Things
check?
seem cool.
Oh,
Passive
okay, I've
is
got it here.
14.
14.
14.
Okay. Got 15 written down.
Huh.
So, and let's see.
My passive was not very good. Focused on what's in front of me.
As it should be.
Mm-hmm. But anything further than 5 feet, in reality, Carla needs glasses. They just don't know it.
I mean, she's old enough, right?
Oh, yeah. For an orc, half orc? Yeah, I feel like they should have been dead like 10 years ago.
Okay, I will need initiatives from everyone, please.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That's tough.
Kind of a waste, but okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's good. I have like a noise dampening
Delirious.
rig here.
22.
Ooh,
I got a nat 20.
Respect.
Initiative.
Renyan.
7 again.
Eldon.
We can't hear you. 3?
Eldon is in
Yes,
the zone
3.
of silence.
Yes. 3 is correct, yeah.
Whoop.
Much more on brand. Got the 7, but I'm the fast 7.
Hey.
Kala.
15.
Quentin.
Someone is
13.
whistling over there.
Said 13?
Yes.
It's just the wind in the tunnels.
It's a great time for vacuuming.
Is that what that is?
Okay, so Quentin is out front.
20 stealth.
Kala is back behind.
Mm-hmm.
And behind Kala was
Delirious.
Delirious.
Bope.
And then Bope. And Eldon. And Renyan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Kala.
Yeah.
You are under attack.
Oh. Fun.
It's jumping out from the shadows around you.
Okay.
There are a couple of elves.
Elves?
Elves.
With skin?
Pardon?
With skin?
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
And
Might it be dark gray skin?
oh, very likely, yes.
Quentin.
You hear them saying something.
Do I understand them?
Is it an undercommon?
I only speak Orcish, Common, and Dwarvish.
You don't sound sure about Dwarvish.
I don't. I'm not.
She just took
I
a
lived in the
couple
mountains.
semesters.
It was like a 2-year program, okay?
Hey, that's 12 damage that you've taken.
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse you.
Yeah, Dwarvish. I know Dwarvish. 12? Oh,
12.
Okay.
Delirious.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
You see the two that have jumped out over there. And there are 3 more that are coming out of the shadows, but they weren't close enough to attack at that time.
I can't do anything about that, but not on my watch. Tomorrow gives you the strength to fight another day. Kala, take 7 health back.
Yay! Thank you.
I probably said the wrong spell, but that was...
So you said there's 5 of them?
5 of them.
Male, female?
We do not know.
Most of them are male.
Oh, okay. We know enough.
You think?
They obviously were like color coordinated because elves, female elves, and male elves don't look that much different.
Probably not in the dark like this anyway.
Especially in the dark.
There's a terrible joke there, but
fun game of roulette.
Cleric to make it.
Minion,
I'm being attacked. I don't know.
you are so lucky.
I feel like that the actually it's not lucky. Whatever you're about to say.
No, Rinian is very lucky. He was missed twice.
Oh, wow. Not surprised.
And then critted.
No, only had 2 strikes.
Oh.
And I assume that an 11 misses you.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Who's in front of me again?
Me.
This one's behind you.
Okay, I know. I'm just wondering who's in front of me.
That's me.
So is this a 6th one then?
This is the 6th one.
Okay.
And like I said, it was behind you.
Sure.
Kala,
Yeah.
what you doing?
So how many are around me that just like attacked me?
You have 2 that are within melee range of you right now.
Okay, like on both sides.
Yep.
Okay, I am so mad because I've just been attacked out of nowhere. So I focus a little
Exactly.
and rage. I am raging now, and I am mad. And I am going to immediately hit the one on my left with the battle axe. So that is a 18 to hit.
You hit.
Okay, and that is where's my D8? Okay, so that is 9. Wait, 9? No, 10 plus 2. That is 12 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
And
that looks
is,
like it hurt him.
Good. And that is 2 points of radiant damage.
Oh, he drops.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick. Well, it doesn't matter. And I hit the other one on my right with the hand axe. And that is a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I am done, but I'm so mad. I'm furious.
Quentin.
Feel it.
The rage persists.
Okay, back behind you. About 30 feet behind you, you see the elves attacking the party. You can only surmise that you passed each other in the stealth mode. They didn't detect you. You didn't detect them.
You did mention that they had uttered some phrases.
Yes, death to the necromancers.
And what language were they using? Elvish or Undercommon?
Undercommon.
Okay. And do they appear to be dark elves?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. In my Undercommon, accented to be a native drow, I will speak to them. We're here for the undead and the necromancers too. We don't need to fight.
After we already killed one of them.
He's not dead yet. You want me to do like a full action persuasion on this?
If you're trying to persuade them not to attack you, yes.
That is what I'm doing. Oh, nat 20, 25.
Okay.
Ooh.
Of all the times for a nat 20, that was one of them.
Boop! You heard Quentin say something.
So I was planning this before, and none of them look like magic casters. They all seem like they're going in for like melee strikes. And
well, the 5 that are there near the front, around Kala, and that area. They're all wearing chain armor, and they've got their short swords.
Okay, I'd like to target one that's not damaged.
Okay.
Well, did any of them look like the leader or anything like that?
A dead one.
No. That's all right.
Let's see. Trying to assess which one might be the leader. Give me a perception check.
It's okay.
Quick.
I can just target one that's not damaged.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna call out, "Oh, hey you! What's the difference? No, why do the seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels, silly goose." Make a wisdom save.
Oh no, it got me too.
I think I have to roll a save against that.
Wisdom 13.
Oh no, my throw was a 5.
He groans a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Bonus action, all the globes are pulled up to where we are, just so everybody can see each other.
Okay. Renyon.
He understood.
Hmm?
He understood the joke. That's why he groaned.
Mm-hmm.
Puns transcend language.
I will move into protective position next to Eldon and beat and take a swing at the one that struck out at us from the dark, or struck out at me from behind.
Okay.
Hey, there's the time to roll shitty. How about a 12?
That, I'm afraid, does not hit. Okay, the drow that are up front, the ones that were fighting Kala, they seem to have paused as if they're awaiting orders.
Okay.
But they look like they are still ready to attack.
Okay.
I'm not sure what convinced them more, the undercommon
It was
or
the pun.
the joke. I mean, clearly,
Definitely the pun.
we are
Come
harmless.
on, it was the pun.
Eldon.
I don't know what's going on up front at all. I just know that Renyon is getting attacked behind us. I'm gonna quickly shillelagh and jab the one behind us with the head of the staff. And that is a 18 to hit.
18 does
Nice.
hit.
Does he have an advantage if they have allergies?
9 points of bludgeoning, magical damage.
Okay.
Just clock him under the chin.
Delirious.
I don't know how I would take this pause.
Were there two that Kala dropped?
Just one.
One. Okay.
However, she did hit a second one.
Can I keep a readied action for if the one that call a damage but did not put down starts to attack? Because at that point, I will stab him with a dagger.
Okay. You will have a readied action to attack him.
Oh, that
Might not go before he gets his attack in, but
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
what I'm saying there is that it already has a rated action itself.
Yeah, okay. Checks out.
It's not gonna get it because I'm gonna drop it.
Quentin,
I'm gonna
you hear from the other end of the your party.
Okay.
You hear a voice calling, "Stand down. Find out what that front one has to say."
Is it a male or female voice?
Female voice.
And is it
course.
an undercommon?
Yep.
Okay. I'm
And Renyon, that voice came from the one that you were fighting. Elden
Okay.
and Renyon.
whatever I'm saying. I'll kind of translate. So both sides here.
Oh,
I'm going to move up to the one that Kala dropped and whip out a medicine kit to
Okay.
stabilize it using one of the components in it.
Got it?
And for kind of the free text, I'll say, we're the Velkyn Weave. We're adventurers. We're not enemies of the drow. We're enemies of the undead and the fiends. We're just knives, daggers passing in the dark.
Okay, and Kala, do you strike out at one as it steps away from you?
I guess
You just saw
not.
Quentin give first aid to.
I
his mom,
guess
so-
not. I will not. But if it
Okay.
steps away from me on my turn, I will move forward.
I mean, she also saw us trying to help the bear. Just saying.
You have a mixed up memory, old man.
I do.
That dementia's
Guilty
really
as
working on you.
charged.
That's how I remember it.
You too. You've been in that cowboy hat is a little too tight.
No, it was the halfling bolts to the forehead.
Okay. They do back off. You are able to stabilize the one that Kala dropped. Kala, you are able to keep up with those that are backing off.
I guess my rage drops too because I haven't hit anyone and no one has hit me. Boo, what a waste.
Clearer
Quentin
heads
did
prevail.
translate, Quentin did translate.
Yeah, I'm
No.
translating what they're saying.
Boo.
You
Wish
hear
we
some of
had
the common drow phrases probably. The best knife is an unseen one. I asked him if
Okay.
go.
They are here seeking the source of the
Undead.
undead.
Oh, great! We should team up. That's
No.
exactly what we're doing.
Do we look undead to you? What's
Yeah.
the meaning of this?
I don't know. You're kind of
Because
ashy.
they
Dude.
have good eyesight in the dark. What's their excuse?
Yeah. Wait. Why did I get hit?
We're
I'm
surface-
not undead.
We're
You
surface
don't sneak as good
dwellers.
as I do.
Obviously, we thought that you were an orcish necromancer coming down here.
I have a battle axe in one hand and a hand axe in the other.
Look,
That
it's
makes no sense.
it's a mistake we've all
Asked
made.
you a question.
Our mages can use magic as well as fighting with weapons.
With two-handed, with a weapon in each hand.
Yeah, they're badass.
I'm
Uh,
impressed.
prove it.
No.
No.
Just need to go to Menzo Baranzan and
Ask for a demonstration.
Well, as we're doing the initial negotiations,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we take a quick break, and then we'll come back and start it off from the prove it standpoint.
nice.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
They just wanted to hit me.
Okay, so
And you didn't want to hit them?
we'll be back in
No,
about 10
they
minutes.
hit me first. Cool.
See you soon.
a high five jump shot.
It's like, how are we supposed to be super?
Freeze frame. I don't even know if it's on. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Hey, welcome
we
back,
timed that
everyone.
perfectly, guys.
And we return to the initial negotiations going on between the Velkyn Weave and the elves who are...
Yeah, I want to talk to the two that tried stabbing me.
Always
What
takes
if
a stabbing
everyone's
very
unconscious?
personally.
Do you understand Common? Is that why you guys didn't get my joke?
It was hilarious. And
Thank
he
It
is
was
old.
certainly bad. He
You
is
gotta respect
certainly
your
old.
elders.
So-
They didn't
And
need
you're
to
half-orcs.
understand the joke to feel the effects of it, unfortunately.
Hope knows that.
So I kind of try to translate the best for Bope, and I'm like, he's trying to make a joke. It's a bad joke, but
Okay.
it starts in the right place.
A great joke, first of all.
Do these guys have a
If
name?
you say so. If you say so.
I ask her if her party has a name.
No, we're just a scouting party. We're not
They're not
an
demons.
adventuring
Yes.
band. We're just investigating where the power is coming from to create these skeletons.
A necromancer, probably. We haven't encountered.
We don't
one
know
yet.
any of those.
Not personally.
So you are obviously not it then.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Although we're investigating the same thing because the undead are affecting our surface folk and have pierced the sewer proper of the city above.
Well,
Trio.
I can show you something frightening then.
Yeah.
You mean like stabbing people out of nowhere? Yeah.
All being said. in
That's just like
undercommon.
business as usual. Truly frightening, you say?
Indeed.
Listening.
I think we're game.
Follow us. And they continue going down the tunnel, though.
I'm right behind
they
them, and I
became-
still have both weapons out. I don't trust them anymore.
Anymore. I was like, did you trust
Ever?
him at some point?
No.
Well, at one
Okay,
point,
so I
she
still
knew their
don't trust them.
intentions were to stab her. Now she's not sure about their intentions, so she doesn't trust them.
She trusts an honest combatant, but when you start a
Mhm.
fight and don't finish it, I mean, what the heck?
Exactly.
Seriously.
Then after stabbing me, they didn't even help me. After we helped their person,
To be
Not
fair,
trustworthy.
Kala, you've already stopped bleeding. You're probably fine.
No, my clothes are stained.
That's never
That
bothered
takes-
you before.
I am very clean.
Okay. Continuing on down the tunnel.
Yeah, I don't translate any of that.
Okay.
Good call.
You come up to what they call the underlake beneath Trio, and they warn
Okay.
you: do not touch the water.
Okay.
What
Do
about the
you
water that's coming out of the fissure back up that way?
That's fine, but the lake itself, what you see out there, do not touch it.
You do translate that part, right, Quinn?
Yes. I double checked the wording. Do not touch.
You
Well,
can,
Yeah.
you can
what
you can
happens if
take-
we do?
you can take a boat across it. That's fine. But do not let flesh touch the water.
Or
Look in the water. You'll probably need some of your wizard's light.
Sure. If you translate that, I'll bring over the dancing lights. So they're hovering over the water. We can take a look.
So what's wrong with it?
You see rank upon rank of skeletons standing below there.
A Harry Potter situation. I've heard of this.
This was the scariest part of the movies.
What
Books,
Potter
whatever.
was so hairy that he was? I don't understand.
That's the butcher up in El Trail.
He's a Potter also. Okay,
Yeah, I think so.
He
I
has
think
many
there's a
talents.
career change somewhere there.
fascinating.
Okay, so something's been stockpiling skeletons.
Pleasant.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
Can you drain the lake?
that would be a bad idea.
Burn the lake.
I'm
Burn it all
not sure
down.
we're ready to.
How many days out are you on your scouting party? You have an outpost?
We have an outpost across the lake.
Oh, you came over in a boat?
Yes.
Oh,
And if you follow the trail here, this will continue on and it'll take you out in the direction of the Triota Hills.
No,
There
that's
are
where we
some
live.
entrances
Where we
there
live.
that are relatively new from the mines.
okay.
The lake's not what they're trying to show us, though, right? We're just passing by.
No, what's in the lake is what they're showing you.
Oh,
Something terrifying.
Very scary.
yeah. Okay.
The hundreds and hundreds of undead,
Yeah,
What
I'm into
other-
rank and file, right underneath the water.
what
surface.
kind of skeletons are they? Like all like
Most of them are little ones.
What other tools does our enemy have? What other allies other than what we've seen? Is there anything else in store for us?
We described the fiend and the necrotic energy it was giving off. Have they encountered anything like that?
We've killed a couple of demons. They disappear after you kill them?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Indeed.
How long
They
ago
came
did
in our
this
direction
start?
initially, and we're taking measures to blockade those tunnels.
Well, they're
So-
building more.
Makes sense.
Quentin.
Translate and describe the dozen or so back at the junction, how they were carving out the limestone. They're digging up from down below, so maybe they'll be digging out through your ceilings down in the outposts.
In part, that is good news.
Also,
Well, if they're going in the direction of Trio, they're not coming after us.
They're still coming after other people, though.
Well,
They don't care.
Yeah.
we'll give you about how many days do you need to take care of this?
We
you mean what, like the skeletons in the lake, or find the necromancer and deal with the type thing?
Yeah, finding the necromancer and dealing with it.
How long did we give the pendants around our neck? 3 days?
3 days.
2 days.
Yeah, we got like 2.5 days left.
3 days is our max.
No, I think you'll probably need more time than that.
Yeah, I think so too.
You would.
This isn't going to be solved in a week.
A couple of turns of the moons.
Yeah, what are we in the third month still right now?
Yep. Well, you need 2-3 months. Okay, we'll give you 3 months.
Yeah, it's the middle of the year.
If this is not taken care of in 3 months, we will bring this cavern down.
What would be above this cavern?
The city.
Riel?
Okay.
So this is not an ideal solution.
Well, hell, I mean, 3 months is better than them just bringing the city down and us not talking this out.
Yeah.
A deadline gets people moving. You know, we may not be able to solve it, but
At least can
Make
pass
people
this
aware of it.
information along. Yeah.
Exactly.
Quentin, could you ask them something for me?
Yeah.
We're going their direction. They're coming our direction. Where the hell do they think they're going if we think we're going towards the necromancer?
Yeah. I asked the question.
Well, it could be continuing on in the direction of the hills.
So where were they going?
Well,
We
way
were
back when we went
investigating-
right, we didn't go left. So there's plenty of tunnels here.
We were
so.
investigating in the direction of Triel and the gate.
So there are multiple scouting parties? That's not just you folk?
There's a couple more out there, yes.
Okay.
And how do we tell them not to stab us?
Don't look like orcish
Let
necromancer.
this be the one phrase you memorize in Drow.
Yeah,
Please
I'll
do
do
not
that because the
stab.
next one, I'm
How do
not
we
stopping.
say not necromancer?
I can translate that for you.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it would be easy to bring down a cavern. If you're willing to put those sort of resources to bear, certainly there's a little more you could do to, share what you've found.
We have found an army in the water.
I mean,
And we're going to make
And-
sure that the army does not come after us.
That's fair. It's
We are
up to
being
both of
generous
us.
as it is. We're giving you time before we stop the army.
Yeah, it seems fair.
Hey, do you want to have a prearranged meeting like in 1 moon or 2 moons? Progress update?
To do that, we'll meet you here.
Yeah, that works.
In Orcish, because I think Doliris understands Orcish, right? I'm gonna say, if they bring this cavern down, and put all the people in Trio in danger, I will be going after them, and I hope that you don't care.
I mean, it
What-
seems fair if that's how
Okay.
that shakes out.
I just shrugged at the drow like, I don't know.
I
I
understand.
don't know that I'll feel
Yeah.
compelled to join you
I
unless
would
I'm getting
remember
paid.
who understands
Yeah,
Orcish, but so I will say that to those that understand.
but I would absolve your soul of, guilt. sure.
Souls done.
I think I'd probably respond back in orc that well, let's try and take care of it before that becomes a problem. Because
That-
Yeah, of course, but
I'd
you
rather
know,
not fight a whole city of drow.
I'd rather them not kill a whole city of people.
Well, first
Well,
one then the other.
we should not take too long then.
You speak Orcish?
Oh, you guys are speaking Orcish.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
We can
Hey, all-
speak some Sylvan later, Jeff.
Hey, all,
We'll be all
I've
right.
been translating for like an hour here. What are you guys saying?
Don't worry about it.
I'd probably tell Quentin that Kyle is just concerned about the lives in the city above.
I get an insight check.
On who?
I mean,
Totally
it's
is.
true.
It's true.
I only rolled a 7. I have doubts.
I'm
I'm not sure you do.
Or
it's
not, I don't
true.
know.
I do believe that. I'm just sugarcoating.
All right, so we'll meet these guys back here in a month, and then we'll continue our investigation.
So this is gonna be a lot more involved than we thought it was gonna be, folks.
We want to take our, we have a couple of days to think about it, but I think it's possible we will let our rides go home without us, or should we go home and report and then come back?
I think we should go home, report, and we can just come on
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And let them know that there are drow that would potentially bring down the city if,
That's true.
More people
We
know about
don't.
this, the better.
yeah.
We don't want to get too acclimated to underground either. Get some sun every now and then would be good for us.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
Dr.
Does
Eldon.
wonders for your complexion, though.
it does. I mean, this is a wonderful color.
You see if like Eldon rolls his sleeve up, just ridiculous farmer's tan. It just
Wow, that is reflective.
now I've got dark vision. Woohoo!
I'm
Are
in
we,
my own sunlight.
Parting ways with the drow then?
Yeah, so we're either going towards the Trialta Hills or backtracking to where we went right instead of left.
Seems that way.
What is the floor in these tunnels made of? Is it stone or is it dirt?
A little bit of both.
Because I suspect.
You've got a good bit of it is limestone, but there are patches where you have dirt and dust and sand over the top of it.
Because I suspect that skeleton feet leave incredibly distinct footprints.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they should be kind of trackable, not by me, but by other people.
I can do that if you ask.
Well, I'm musing out loud. Like maybe we should be able to track these guys. Like if skeleton foot tracks lead towards the hills, then that's probably a good place to look.
Yeah, if we go
If they
back
lead from
to
the hills, that also tells us something.
If we go back to the site where they were digging, I could probably pick up a trail. And anyone else who wants to join up.
I'm a fair tracker as well.
Quite frankly, from around the lake, it's real easy to pick up the trail. Because you find a lot of footprints that lead into the lake. And most of them come from the direction of the hills.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense. If they're all former halflings and gnomes from the hills, that's where they would have come from.
Are they skeletal when they're coming from the hills or only when they leave the lake? Does that question make sense?
I know what you mean. Are the footprints bony or regular when they come in and out?
A little bit of both.
This way.
Because I'm thinking if they get
and what I'm saying, both. Even looking into the water's clear. You can see right down to the bottom of it.
Limestone.
As long as you have the light there. You can see even some of those skeletons down there. Some of them are still wearing what look like very ragged boots.
Okay.
So you see some halfling boot prints as well as bony prints. And there's a few that look like they still had a little bit of flesh attached to the bone.
Did you say they're in various states of decay?
Various states of decay.
Yeah, looking out over this lake, just how long do you think it took to do this?
Under normal conditions, you're not sure who could do that. That's an awful lot of skeletons.
Someone's been planning this for a while.
Would you say more than 500? Less than 1,000?
Probably 2,000 to 3,000. Oh. You've got an army under there.
Okay. I've got the pickaxe with the maker's mark and stuff. We got some stuff we could run down.
Eldon, you figure that's probably maybe about a fifth of the population of the hills that was ransacked.
I'd like to address the giant wolf spider in the room. How are you doing, Eldon? This is related to where you're from, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll put my hand on Eldon's shoulder, my big hand on Eldon's shoulder.
Just like, these are probably all folks from my neighborhood or something close to that. We don't really live that close to each other, like you may be more familiar with, Alaris. Most of my neighbors were barely in sight, growing up. This is not to say I didn't know any of them, but...
And what happened to them?
Well, the undead came up out of the mines. It was a little bit at first, fight them off. Then bigger and bigger waves came up until my ranch got in the way of that. Rode right through, killed everything.
And you had family before that, right?
Oh, my folks been gone a long time. They passed away years back. Natural causes, I should say. But all the family I had left, all the animals, they're all gone.
No partner, kids.
Nope, just me and the critters.
Well, they were your kids.
No, it's just me.
We'll find out who did this.
Expect we will.
If you got any family down there, we'll put them down for good.
It'd be distant family. I don't know.
Either way, it's the right thing to do.
It is. You're damn straight about that, Rinian. We can't let what's happened just go unanswered.
Well, let's get started.
Yeah, I suspect the operation is somewhere out in the hills, rather than down here.
What say we
Where it started.
head out towards the hills then?
Yeah.
This other exit.
Yeah.
Now I've got an idea.
Taking the boat?
Well, do we need to use the boat? I thought we
They
could.
said there was a trail.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got a trail that goes along the south side of the lake.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
We don't have to go across the water. Good. I'd just soon not do that anyway, frankly.
Yeah.
Not
the best swimmer, so.
I'm not doing that.
Oh no, we can't. We can't swim in there.
I'm more afraid of it being cursed in some way.
Didn't even think of that. It's a fair point there.
This place is
you.
probably hella.
Something,
unhallowed.
something like even normal water should wear bone. Just from, I would think.
Yeah, no, they're like sealed, like wax sealed.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Cecil,
Preserved in some fashion.
How far is the second sun from where we're at? Geographic.
Or Trio?
Yeah.
Trio's still covered a little bit from the light of the second sun. And it extends into the first part of the hills themselves, but not too far. Let's see.
I'm just thinking, like, could a mirror positioned outside potentially blast some of that light in here?
It would take some doing to get mirrors to.
It's a lot of mirrors.
To get the light down in here. By the time it got here, I'm not sure it would still be effective.
Well, something to eyeball on the way out, maybe.
Dumb question. Can the second sun be moved?
No question is a dumb question.
The companion doesn't move there, Delaris. It's up in the sky, and that's where it stays.
Well, I don't know how they put it up there.
Well, nobody put it there. It just appeared.
No one knows.
Okay.
Well, if we can't mirror the light in here, I wonder what is directly like above this location. Bore a hole straight through, disintegrate, magic, something. Maybe on the way out, you guys are a little bit more spatially oriented. Could try and figure that out. I got some paper if you need it.
Like, how big is this cavern?
Approximately.
Like, the lake, the cavern with it.
Yeah, it's a good sized cavern. You're thinking
Like,
equivalent of 2 or 3 acres.
Oh, okay.
No, a really good chunk of the city, if not most of it.
So almost a better option might be like a hole straight down if the light thing was to be a thing.
Yeah. Well,
so make our way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to go back in the same formation?
I think that works.
Yeah, seems standard.
Okay, let's go.
heading back up. And you do make it up without any other encounters.
Wait,
Okay.
were we heading? Oh, I thought we were
Into the hills.
Oh, into the hills or
I think
Yeah.
we're following.
To
Into
check that
the-
exit.
We're following the trail south.
Yeah.
okay,
Towards
heading
the
to the hills then. That's if you follow all the way to the hills, Eldon, you know that would be miles.
Miles is doable. Like, is
But
it 40 miles?
we're not going to make it there in 2 more days.
Oh yeah, in 2 days you could get pretty close.
That's assuming, though, that these tunnels lead us in a straight shot
Yep.
with whatever information we have, who even knows.
And if we die during that time, then the fact that the city is going to be destroyed in 3 months
Will be
gets to no one.
known to no
Yeah,
one.
lost with us.
But it would be better to find out where this trail leads, because at least we can block that part of it. I don't
but
know if
we're-
we'd be able to find it from the outside in.
Perhaps.
I mean, the undead apparently have been going in and out for quite some time.
Quentin,
And we didn't know.
if you give me a day, I could probably send a message out to the seer or someone up in Triel about what's going on.
I mean,
If you'd rather get back into the city, though, I understand.
I mean, I would vote to get back into the city.
At least
The
for a
city.
spell.
Quick message, go back in. And
Makes
find
sense
that.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
fine
guess
with
it
that.
didn't take us too long to get here.
No,
Yeah.
hadn't even been a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've only been down below for a short time.
Yeah, a couple hours at most, right?
Exactly.
Without the light, who knows? It could have been a
Well,
week.
I'd say yeah, it's been a couple of hours with the walking to get to the lake.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And a lot of that is because it kind of took a long. You probably circled around the lake a couple of times.
Did you make marks along the way, Quentin? Keep
Of
track of
course.
where we've been?
Of course. Graffiti everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so like I said, you make it back up without too much of an issue.
Okay.
It's, you find it very convenient that you left the ropes down the steep incline. It would be, while not impossible to climb, it would have certainly been.
Much harder.
Yeah, it would have been annoying to climb.
Just turn into a spider, walk right on up.
Ah,
Be nice.
We don't all have that option.
But it could help all of you to take the rope with me.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
All right. So we want to get information back to the seer. Anyone else in the city?
Probably the companions in the city. They want to know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like the kind of thing they'd want to
Oh,
know. Yeah.
Considering we dumped their bodies up here earlier, right?
yes.
Dump
So,
is such a
Find the
coarse term.
boy, write 2
Carefully
letters,
placed.
send them off.
There's
Potato,
a
potato.
There is a concern the companions might see it the same as the drow, right? And that the threat is too great to sacrifice the city.
I don't think they can survive that kind of PR disaster, though. I think they'd want to give time as well.
Yeah.
That, I don't know, it may inspire them to give us a little more aid. If they decide they're going to take it upon themselves to go after the drow and bypass that entire army of undead beneath the lake, they are as big of fools as you can be.
Kind of counterproductive.
Yep.
Eldon, are you going to send a message to the seer?
You have to give me a day, but I can.
Okay.
I
Well,
can't do it at this
we're
point.
probably going to rest up here in the city, I would imagine. Not underground.
Yeah. No,
Get-
I'd
get
vote for
I
room.
that.
guess so.
They'll give you rooms at the Red Dragon Drop-In.
Cool.
Free is good.
Red Robin?
The Red Dragon Drop-In.
That's worse.
Remind me how many hit points you regenerate over a long rest.
All of them.
It does.
Well,
oh,
I mean-
long rest, all of them.
I mean,
I assume
technically,
that's what we're going to be getting.
Oh, we're just gonna
Okay.
leave our messages and drop back in.
What are you telling the companions?
Quick huddle up before.
Not
Yeah.
I'm going to say complete honesty.
In this instance, I agree with you, Quentin. I think that
Hurts me to say it.
no, the truth can only serve us here.
Okay.
When the
Good huddle.
opposite moral poles of our group are in agreement, we know we're on the right track.
I wouldn't say we're opposite moral poles. Quentin and I agree on a lot of things.
Yeah, some things need to die. Okay.
It's only natural.
Sharing with the companions, yeah, the meat of the situation then. That there's a large undead army in a lake, a 2 to 3 acre lake, and the drow of the Underdark in the area, if the situation is not resolved, will drop the cavern, which will drop the city into the Underdark.
At least a large
in
portion of it.
3 months.
3 cycles of the moon.
And probably create a hella cursed area.
Mhm. And ruin their
Several
water
hundred feet
supply
below
system.
the surface.
I don't think they're drinking the water out of that lake right now.
But I'll convey
Not
to them
right
that the drow do not seem unreasonable. They do want the situation resolved, and there is time to fix it.
Yes.
So did it strike you then that the drow were buying time as well?
It seems like if they had enough of a force to take on the undead, they would do so. Yeah, they're seeking out the source of the undead and buying time. So, I mean, I wouldn't count in the full 3 months, but at least 1 month.
Unless things get worse.
So we need more troops here as well.
You don't think that they're involved, right? That it was all a ploy.
Why would you put that idea in their heads?
No.
No. Otherwise, they would have just killed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or tried to.
Yeah. Yeah, because then we just serve as a warning for their possible scheme, and there's no reason to do that either. So yeah, I think it's on the level.
But I'll ask the companions, hey, is there any way to like bore a hole down to bring the light of the second sun onto the undead lake?
So, that's a good concept.
Use some mirrors and magic to help focus it.
Yeah. That'll still take a little bit of time, I'm sure.
Well, you have 3 months.
But we could certainly take a look at doing that.
That
might be a way to take care of the of this undead.
It's a good backup plan, I think. So you guys work on that.
I still think we need more troops here in the city.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Not
but
against it.
Hey, if you need to sell it to the powers that be, when you're done, the tunnel that the light went down can be used as like an elevator trade route with the drow, who may be very grateful. You know, bam, you've got a connection to the Underdark. Money.
I don't know I'll go that far. There may be others to trade with, but right now, best case I think is that we probably have a mutual enemy.
Indeed.
But under normal circumstances, I'm not sure I'd trust them to trade with.
You just have to keep appealing to their self-interest, but what do I know?
But hey, thanks for passing the info on. Do you know of anybody around here who sells picks and shovels, that type of stuff?
Quite a few of the blacksmiths do.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Hey, see if he recognizes the mark. He might know.
Yeah. Pull out a pick. Hey, do you recognize this maker's mark? Somebody currently producing?
These weren't that old, right?
They look new, I thought.
No, they were not.
see, this was a company formed by a character that was here about a year ago.
Oh no.
His name was Ren.
The trading company, you say?
Yeah, he formed his trading company very shortly after quite a few farming implements and whatnot were being stolen.
Stolen. So
Son
there's
of a bitch.
at least they're being stolen and not some other type of shady.
Do you remember this Ren character's last name by any chance?
Didn't know he really had one.
Drakewood.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, we were partners for a while.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like you're well connected.
Yeah, well, he's really into the bottom line, that's for sure.
That's what she said.
No, it's a man.
I know what I said.
So, I guess these were probably Bope. Is this Ren character the kind that would sell to a necromancer or associate with necromancers?
Well, he's a little hard to read. You know, I think if the coin is right, he might be willing to look the other way.
And what type of lowlife would associate with a necromancer? Just scum of the earth.
I like look side-eyed at Bope and not say anything.
Yeah, well, you know, different walks for different folks.
Different
like
shakes.
Yeah.
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Different
that one.
strokes, but not in that undead lake. That's a dangerous business. Anyway.
Metaphors with Bope.
Yes.
Well then, I don't think it's worth it to look up this Ren character, so this might just be a dead end.
I don't know.
on
You tell
that
us, Bope. Is it worth it to look up this Ren character?
If I know him, he's probably long gone by now. I'm not sure he would have many details. I'm not sure where to find him, to be honest. Could be in Southern Am or Waterdeep. Who knows?
Turn back to the paladin. You said he's not around here anymore, you don't think?
I don't think so. He set up a trading company, but as I understand it, he's gotten around a good bit.
All right. Yep, seems like you're right there, Bope. He ain't not even around anymore.
Not even any
No,
paper to chase.
No, I'm not sure that he would have dealt with necromancers, at least not knowingly. Yes, it was the West Sword Coast Trading Company.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I think I still might have some
Trading Consortium.
Some stakes in that. But
Controlling interests.
yeah. I haven't gotten a check in a while. In fact, all my money's gone. What did he do with it?
You ought to look him up.
He's not a very nice man.
Invested it in farming implements, apparently.
I don't think a pick is a farming implement.
No, yeah, you could use
Hard
pick on a
soil.
farm. Comes in a lot of handy.
Yeah, you gotta.
What would you know, city girl?
You're right. That's, yeah.
Yeah, get your hands dirty sometime.
Last I know, he said he would take my 4,000 gold and put it into something really important, and that's the last I saw him.
You had 4,000 gold?
I'm over 300
Like,
years
all
old.
Didn't
at
you
once?
own a part of an inn?
What do you think I've been doing? Just sitting on my ass for 300 years? Yes.
Eating vegetables? I don't know. I didn't really think about it.
Invest in a 401, carrot. A 401 carrot.
That can't
By
be.
the time you're-
401 carrots, yeah.
Yes, West Mercantile Diversified. That was it. Yes. West Sword Coast. Yes. Anyway, WMD if you're counting, but
Say, good Sir Paladin, is there an orphanage around here? Any young children without parents?
are you going with this?
To sacrifice?
All the
What is
side eyes.
happening?
Just
What,
like
immediately?
everybody.
Look, I've been creating peace and translating, and suddenly I ask about orphans, and you're like, "Oh, he's going to sacrifice them." Come on.
It's just a sketchy question,
I
no
didn't say-
matter
I'm just-
who it
I-
comes from.
I said, where are you going with this?
Well, to the orphanage, if the question is yes, there is an orphanage.
For what
Oh.
purpose?
We don't have one here in Triel. There is one in Eltegard.
Okay.
You don't have one here because you take such good care of your orphans through private citizens?
Oh,
Yes.
No, they
in
just
cases
murder
the
them.
family adopts them out. There are a few, I guess you'd call them urchins, but as you can see, we're not a full up. We're a large
There's just not enough
town.
orphans.
Sounds like
We're
you don't
not
really
a
have a social safety
city.
net, so to speak.
Okay.
So what we've done is we've taken a few people into down to Eltegard, if they're young enough, and if they're old enough, we apprentice them out.
Okay, that satisfies.
You know, the Scribner Hall, they take apprentices and teach them how to read as well.
I approve.
Free education. What a wonderful thing.
So one day they too could steal someone's bounty.
That was an
That's-
extenuating circumstance, and we're gonna pop that little weasel when we find him.
Well, when we find
Right.
Archon, we'll find Eskin.
Okay, well, I'm hungry.
Would
Red
you like a
Dragon
carrot?
dropping.
That's our only option.
What's the best place to eat here? Is there like a meat hall, a place where bar fights happen?
There's quite a few places.
Not the deadly bar fights that you find in like the worst parts of Waterdeep, but the
Speak for
friendly,
yourself.
like
There's quite a few places that you can eat. My personal favorite is just if you go into the main square, just as you go in, you turn to the right, and 3 stalls down, there's a lady that sells these little pocket pies from just a street cart. She bakes them up every morning, and she'll be there probably about an hour after the sun goes up. You want to get those fresh in the morning, though.
Are they
They're
hot?
delicious.
okay.
Yeah, she gets them pretty warm. Yeah,
So they're hot.
Pockets.
little pocket pie. You can eat them in one hand.
Okay, let's go get some hot pockets.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Sounds filling.
Any other interesting booths set up here in town?
Oh, quite a few. We're starting to come into the trading and the caravan time, so no telling what you'll find out there.
Hmm.
Down for the next 4 months, 5 months, you'll have all kinds of traffic coming through here, both north and south, and some even go down south a little bit and then turn towards the gate.
And in a month is when the Fey market is happening, right? 5 days.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay. You guys mind if we take a beat here and just kind of work the market? Do any personal shopping?
I don't really need anything. I just need food, so have at it.
Okay, I just
Yeah, I
want to
have
take
nothing
a
to.
do a quick circuit and chat up the merchants and ask if any of them have heard of the Fey market coming and if they plan on attending.
Sounds good.
We might have to find something maybe a little bit more esoteric for those inquiries. I'm not sure that the cabbage seller with his
My
cabbage cart.
cabbages.
No, I know. I'm expecting them to say no, but I'm seeding the information out there, creating a buzz. I'll check back next week. Everyone's going to be talking about it.
You might have a lot of explaining to do.
With who? Sylvanas?
No, explaining to the simple peasants what a fey market is.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna sell it up, create the buzz, and then answer the question. So yeah,
Do some marketing.
I'll ask some leading questions, and then when they're like, the fey market, what's that? I'll fill in with some exaggerations and half truths, and it's everything in your wildest imagination. They take all forms of currency.
So you're basically going to be like the fey.
What?
Yeah, I don't see this ending well.
I'm gonna follow.
I
Quentin
think it's
around,
gonna be funny.
probably mostly like in awe the first couple of conversations. Then I realize what he's doing. I just start like chuckling to myself almost every time that he starts one of these conversations.
Do not lead these poor peasants down a path that they might not be able to survive through interactions with a force that they don't understand.
Hey, it's all about free will. Nobody's forcing them to do anything.
And they don't have any tokens either. So
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
true.
they're in great danger.
Thankfully,
This is
they
just a
probably
fun
couldn't even
story
get
for
in.
them to talk about later.
Look, if I brought a little bit of joy into their otherwise mundane lives, you're gonna
So mundane.
blame me for that?
There are other ways of spreading joy than telling lies about a dangerous
Tell
fey
me
market.
one.
Presents? Pastries?
When's the last time you gave me a present?
Pastries.
Never. There's not been an occasion.
Do you have a-
So?
You're not my responsibility.
That's right, I'm not.
Are you an orphan though, Colin?
No.
Okay.
My
well,
parents are
definitely not.
lovely. We're lovely. They were
When you're-
lovely people.
When's your birthday?
I'm not sure what the common calendar month is for that.
What part of the season?
'Cause we're in
Winter.
so it's probably 3 or 4 months back.
Yeah. But I'm much younger than you, Bob. So.
A little bit. Well, all in good
Okay.
time. You'll get there. Wait, no, you won't.
No,
Uh,
I won't.
Well, you guys can you can chastise Quentin or you can follow me. Let's get some carrots.
I want
2
hot
carrots.
pockets. 2
Hot pockets
food
and carrots.
and ale.
Okay,
Not
so we
bad.
have the boat Kala Delirious crew that's going after carrots. And we have the Quentin and Eldon crew. And Rinian, are you?
Is Renian just disapprovingly shaking his head at everything?
Quentin's gonna have like a good little angel and a little devil on his shoulder.
Which one am I and which
Who's
one
the
is
devil?
Jeff?
That's up to you.
You'd probably be the devil, Eldon, because you're nominally supporting this, and then Renard would be the angel being like, no, do not.
Or there's Eldon and Renian on one shoulder and just a little Quentin on his other shoulder.
No. Yeah, Rinian does not see the advantage in following because Quentin's gonna do what Quentin wants to do, and
That's true.
Yeah, we'll get to that bridge. We'll cross that river when it happens.
We'll burn that
Hopefully it's
bridge when
not
we get
full
to
of-
it.
Hopefully it's not full of undead skeletons.
Mm,
Yeah,
that is a
or
fear now.
people without the proper gifts coming across the market and some other mechanism affecting them that we are not aware of yet.
Yep, that's a trouble for another time.
No, in that regard, Rinian is
That wind.
I mean, if we're generally doing stuff, I guess I could hit up, try to find a historian to see if there's precedent.
For what?
For such a, like, compare this to previous incursions of the undead into the region.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so something
Gotcha.
productive.
Overrated.
Okay, Quentin and Eldon, you're having your fun within the market and spreading your tall tales, or what you assume are tall tales.
Yes.
The rest of you pick up your supplies to, well, 1, to feed Kala, and 2, to keep both resupplied with his carrots.
It's critical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you link back up with the at the end that evening.
Yep.
You have a message waiting for you that essentially says, "Thank you for the messages that you've brought in. We will have a couple more troops here in 2 days, so you're definitely getting more of a presence here from the companions. It's probably not enough to stand against an army, but at the very least, they would be able to make a delaying action to allow citizens to flee."
Mm-hmm.
Did we tell them about the dead bodies of their friends?
I'm sure it came up in conversation.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean,
Yeah,
we threw them on the street, right?
Just
yeah,
in
you
case.
brought them up.
Placed.
Well,
Respectfully.
we didn't bring up the ones that were buried under the rubble, did we?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
no,
recovered those bodies and brought them up.
Those
and,
were the dead ones, basically.
and that's why they're concerned about the potential incursion and bringing in
Gotcha.
reinforcements.
What worries me and concerns me is that if it was just undead, it wouldn't be that big of it'd be its own thing. But it's undead and fiends. It's
And what?
Fiends basically controlling undead. So
Which ones are the fiends again? The like.
so the ones that we came
Blops.
across in the sewers with the misshapen, like disfigured, like melty face, those were fiend. That was a form of a fiend, and then also those creatures with the tails and their horrible auras down in the Underdark itself were as well fiends of the similar in some regards similar.
Are those like chaos? Is that a way to interpret?
I'm not understanding perhaps what this chaos is. I just know them to be fiends.
The ones that you found were very chaotic in nature, yes. They also like causing pain.
So more demonic than devilish.
Yes. They were definitely demons.
It is not my forte, but it is something that knowledge has been shared, I suppose is how I would describe it.
Yeah. And in your investigation, since you were looking for a learned individual and looking for background knowledge of undead and whatnot,
Right.
you figured that the ones that you fought were called the Bulazals.
Yep.
And those are the ones with the dagger-like tails.
They look like
Oh, they almost have a horned goat head.
Yeah. They're like long, gangly goat head people with big old scorpion tails. But so does that mean that there's connection between undead incursions in this area and fiendish involvement?
Sounds like it.
They seem to follow.
Now, according to your reports, there are. Now, whether the entire undead force that you found down there is controlled by the demons, or if the demons were also summoned, because whatever can control that much undead, they've got some power.
So kind of like with the drow, where the enemy of our enemy is our somewhat ally. What is the natural enemy of the demons?
Me. I mean, clerics, I'd say.
And
Paladins.
Asamir, Angelic.
Yeah, if
Celestial beings.
if you're looking from from I guess you'd say the cosmic in the great multiverse and whatnot, you have the angels and the seraphim that fight against them. They're also very, I guess you'd say, opposed to to the devils as well.
So in theory, we could seek out some devils or angels to
I'm
help
just
fight
gonna
against them.
If you
throw
can
this
make
out
them
there.
care.
But the creatures of the Feywild would definitely be opposed to greater influence from abyssal
Something else.
forces.
Oh,
I
the eye
suspected
roll was
that.
so hard.
If only we knew where we could like meet them in a month to discuss this.
Saying.
What say you, Renyon?
At what
Because
cost?
no.
The problem with the Fae, as with, is what cost it will be.
Well, I mean, at least you
Everything
know.
costs something, my friend.
At least you would know what the cost
Everything costs
is,
something.
and you could choose whether to pay or not.
It will have tokens.
Renyon, the beings in the Fey realm, they're just like wild animals, all right? You got to treat them like that. You can't always understand what their behavior is going to be, and they're going to surprise you every now and then.
But you need to
But
feed them.
in some ways, they're easier to understand than wild animals. Just don't turn your back on them.
You should go ask that guard over there what happens when a wild animal breaks into town.
I know exactly what happens and how you deal with wild animals.
Usually they're just curious.
It's just in their nature.
Curious.
They're neither good nor bad. They just are what they are.
Yep.
Is there an assayer's office or like somebody that would have, you know, I guess like blueprints for the city? I'm just kind of thinking like where the lake is in relation. You know, like a plat book that has the
Looking for a cartographer for the
somebody we could talk to see.
What is it that they do with those like things and they're like standing out there? Yeah, I think you said the word.
Yeah, the plumb bob and the tripod and surveyors.
No.
Surveyors, yeah.
Well, if we know where we start and what direction we're going in and how far, we can map out where the lake is.
Because that could prove useful, especially knowing what's directly above it.
We just need to
as a contingency plan,
keep
if anything.
track of our steps.
Evacuate everyone out of that area.
Worst comes to worst, that's something we could do.
Yep. So I guess the next time we go down, we keep track.
Or if we can find out before we go down, either way.
That seems harder.
Well, what you do is you get a good footprint of what's in the town. Yeah. So that as you go down, you say,
Does that exist?
We can sketch one out real quick.
It's for scale map.
Yeah. Then at the very least, you can make a very close assessment. So now that you've gotten the messages out, you know you have reinforcements coming within 2 days, and that they'll be headed out from El Terrell this evening. And you've gotten the message to the seer. You've got about 2 days left before your time is completed for this mission. You need to be back at the hall.
So I can't send my message out till the next morning.
Okay, so first thing in the morning, you'll send your message out.
Yeah, I'll use Animal Messenger. It's a 25-word limit.
Okay.
Can he send a response though?
He can't. I'm sure he's got a way of magically sending us a message. This is the best I can do, though. I can send a little bird, and it's not immediate, but I will cast Animal Messenger and have I think it's appropriate. I'll send a nice big old great horned owl to go speak to the seer, and in 25 words, I wrote this down. Undead army underneath Triel. Drow looking for necromancers will collapse cavern and destroy army and Triel in 3 months. This will take time. Triel to hills.
He's sending a tweet.
Okay. Yep. Sounds like it.
Hashtag, oh no.
A hoot.
Yeah, it's and the owl actually speaks in my voice when he gets to the seer.
Nice.
Ooh,
Creepy,
that's
but
cool.
nice.
Makes for
And then it
great
returns to being a
pranks.
normal owl and can't speak.
Gets confused and flies away.
Okay.
So
So
he may not get that till the next day, depending on the distance, because it can only
Okay.
message can only go as fast as the owl can fly.
Owls can fly pretty far.
In waiting for the response to come back, do we want to do the kind of quick surface survey, just like sketch out the town?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd assume that whatever the seer has to say, he can send it to us magically. So wherever we are probably doesn't matter too much, as long as we don't cross into another dimension or something.
And how likely is that? No, it's gonna. No, it's
Knock
gonna
on-
happen because I said that.
Knock on wood. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd say we can go spelunking again.
okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that we need to take a look at, since you take your rest and you're there the next morning, we need to talk about the role of greed.
Is that time?
It is that time.
Oh, it's that time. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Level 4 time.
Level 4.
Okay. And for anyone who is not familiar with the role of greed, this is when it is designed to prevent a character from ending up with only 1 hit point when they go up a level,
It happens anyway,
Unless-
though.
unless they get greedy. So what the players do is they roll for hit points as normal. But if they do not like the roll and they think that they can roll better, they can re-roll. Normally this is done at the gaming table
Yeah.
so that the players can cheer and jeer each other on.
We'll still do it.
You know,
Simulate.
Let's do it
as
one
much
at a
as possible.
time.
but as I was saying, for instance, if I would normally roll a die 10 for my hit points, and I roll it, and I rolled a 2, and I
Roll
say,
again.
I
Roll
think I can do
again.
better.
You'd think that, yeah.
I would roll again. This time, I rolled a 4.
Roll
Okay.
again.
I get to
Roll
keep that
again.
4. Or I can roll again, saying I can do better than the 4.
But
Oh, I rolled another 2. Because I rolled less than what I currently had, I must now keep my roll. So
Okay.
as long as you roll equals 2 or higher, you could continue rolling.
Okay.
Generally, this will give you a higher than average number of hit points.
I say we go one by one and do this so we can yell at each other.
Yes.
good. I want to get yelled at.
All right, fine. I'll go.
Okay.
Renyon!
Where are you rolling?
D10.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, if we're multi-classing, we have to roll the die
what?
for the class that we do it for, right?
Yeah,
Or the
you're
one that
taking.
you are going to, yes.
So my first number is a 3.
You can do better. I
Yeah.
hope.
You
Obvious.
got
Roll again.
Roll
Uh,
again.
Got a 4.
Roll again.
At this point, he's starting to say,
again.
should I? Everybody's
Roll
going to go,
again. Roll again.
There's an 8. I think I'm
Oh.
gonna stop
Stick
there.
with the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could have a 10.
It's out there.
Tamora? What does Tamora say?
No, stick with the 8. Oh my God. Have you looked at us? Us.
Oh man.
Who's next?
Eldon, are you next?
I will go next. Sure. Okay. Do you want me to move my camera so y'all can watch, or is that
I'm
too dangerous?
I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm not too worried about it at this point.
All right.
If we were at the table, we would be able to jeer you more. But
Yeah. All right.
What did you roll?
D8.
Yes. 8.
8.
I can't see it. It's weird. No.
I see a
we
stone
just see the
wall.
background. We just see your
I
background.
see
Yeah.
blue.
It's hidden behind
and
your
green.
You have
background.
to tell us. You have to tell us what it is. Is it an 8?
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Like just roll with your con.
Dolores.
Ah! Oh fuck! I
Oh.
screwed it up.
No, it's an 8. We heard. Oh,
No,
No,
it's
he
video.
accidentally
how did this
popped out.
happen?
Internet connection?
I'm so sorry, tech crew.
Well, we're almost done. Okay,
We're
Dolores.
almost
No, I'm in the
done.
dungeon master spot again.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Do I want to do the blue D8? I don't remember which one betrayed me last time. Probably the green one. So I always roll the green.
They're all conspiring against you.
Yeah, they are.
It's fine.
Should I even do this, or should I just take the
No,
average?
do
'Cause I'm
it.
already
No.
so okay.
Do it. Do
Do
it.
it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
Pray.
Do it. Do it.
Oh my god, it's an 8.
Yeah! Nice. Roll again. No.
No, fuck you. Oh,
Rude.
oh, thank God.
I mean, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Bo, do you want to go?
Oh,
Cecil, just so you know, she totally rolled an 8 on the
She
first
did.
roll again. Would you believe it?
Okay.
we're gonna get the most
Well,
like
most of
natural
her
high
other
level
rolls
rolls, and they're all gonna
I
have little
have been down
asterisks.
there, so yes, I would believe it. They have to come through at the high ones sometime.
They're all gonna have little asterisks next to them because we weren't next to each other.
So, is it Bope's turn?
Yeah, go for
Sure.
it.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d6.
Not a D4, you sure?
All right, I rolled a 2.
Roll
Ooh.
again.
Let's try again.
I think you gotta keep going.
So I rolled another 2. Do
Keep
I get
going.
You keep
may
going.
keep
Going?
going.
All right,
going.
I've got 3 more dice in my hand. Gonna
Go
roll
for
them
it.
all.
6, 6, 6.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh.
Roll again.
Now,
No,
Roll
I might have
again.
rolled a 4. 4 out of
Roll
6 is not
again.
bad. And
Roll
you already have very
again.
low hit points.
Roll
I
again.
might-
Remember,
might-
remember, he minuses 1, so he actually only gains 3.
Yeah, but it's a matter of can he actually roll higher than the 4?
But
You
if you
play
roll-
those odds.
I need to hear from Quentin. What should I do?
Fortune favors the bold.
Ooh.
Not in this party, though.
Rolled 2.
See? See?
You know, we can't
Take
see
it from
you.
me. I know.
Oh man, that sucks.
It is just to go to show that his declining health is starting to catch up to him.
Does.
It's because you're old,
Quentin.
man.
8.
I take it you want to stay there?
I'm going to stay there because it is a D8 that I'm rolling.
Nice, 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 nice.
You can still try again if you want.
Gamora finally
Do
smiles
it.
on us.
Do I look like a bow? I'm sorry. Too soon? Too soon.
Carla.
Rough.
Okay, so I've already talked to you guys kind of about this, but I'm multi-classing into fighter.
Yeah.
So I will be rolling
The
a
D10, right?
D10. So, okay.
Go big. Go big.
Do it.
That is cocked. Okay, hold up. Let me try this again.
Actually, this is downgrade, not a D12.
This is a 6.
I mean, that's
6 out of
Average.
10.
that's average. 5.
No.
5.
Keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
As if I wasn't gonna roll again. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
You like to live dangerously.
I do. Oh, that was a 6 again. Okay.
Once
I feel
more,
like you're
and it's a
testing
sign.
fate now. I wouldn't.
That's a 0. What's it?
That's a 10.
That's a
0 is
10.
You rolled max.
Bow, bow, bow,
Yes.
bow. Okay.
Okay.
So Bope and
Sweet.
Rinian are the only non-perfect rolls.
Well,
Yeah.
you need an amulet of health badly.
Well, I gave him the ring, so he's not too bad right
I'm
now.
solid.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
just
he's harder
AC
to
though,
hit,
not
but-
HP.
Yeah.
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 Harder to hit is
I'm
good
harder
too.
to hit than the rogue, man.
Was that everyone?
That was everyone. Okay. At this
I feel
point,
so much better about my hit points now.
I'll look at our audience, say thank you for joining us. What we're going to do now is we're going to discuss a little bit about where we want the campaign to go, but we're going to do that away from the camera. So
You guys don't get
we'll be
spoilers.
signing off on everyone.
Hey,
And say, join
who's-
us tomorrow for Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
And then we may have some one-shots coming up over the next few days.
I
No.
think
Actually,
think-
tomorrow is a one shot.
tomorrow's gonna be a one shot. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I believe a few of us will be part of.
Fantastic. So come back and keep watching our channels and
Oh,
see
your
what's
head
going on.
disappeared.
And we will see you next week.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.